Should a person have sex before marriage?
In Islam, it is prohibited. Morally also it is wrong. Having sexual relationship before marriage is totally prohibited. Otherwise, there will be a difference between a man and animal. Animals are nothing like marriage. So in human beings, of course, it should be with the religious consent, which we call nikah, or in English it's called as marriage. And today's psychologists tell us that when you do something, and you break the modesty level, what we find, that if you go in the Western countries, the clothes worn are very little, it reveals more of the body than conceals. It has become very common. Then having sexual relationship before marriage is common. So what happened that today psychologists tell us that if a person who had no sexual relationship before marriage, he enjoys his sexual life with his wife much better than the person who had sexual relationship before marriage. Because the moment you start comparing, and you have different partners, those statistics tell us in America, on an average, one American before settling down, he has 8 different sexual partners before settling down with one. Some may have none before marriage, some may have 2, some may have 20, some may have 30. Average is 8. I would say from America. In Islam, there is nothing like sexual relationship before marriage. It is prohibited. So now what happens, once you start doing this, you tend to go to unnatural things. And then you want more pleasure. Then you get tired of this. Then what is next? Then you go to homosexuality.
I swear by Allah, there's nothing better on this earth than a beautiful marital relationship. To have a wife or a husband that you love together, loving each other for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything that you do outside of those boundaries definitely won't bring you pleasure. I was listening to Professor Jackson yesterday. Notice how he's talking about going after things and you looking like you really want to get it, but it seems like the moment you get it, well, you no longer want it. This is the deception of this world. You ask these men who run after women, one woman after another, you think that they're happy. They'll never be satisfied. They will never be satisfied. These people going after drugs and thinking that the drugs is going to make them happy, they will never be satisfied. They go after one high after another, one woman after another, and they will never be satisfied because they're doing something against their very nature. But yet, get a man and his wife together who love each other for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they find love and joy and peace with one another if they do it within the boundaries of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.